I would like, if I may, to take...
And now for something completely different.
Alrighty, we are going to start our day. It is a cool, rainy, damp morning. Better than all the snow, but it's still hard on the old body. Too much moisture, too much chill. But we'll make do. We'll see what we can handle and take it to the limits. I'm going to get in today. We've got a lot of computers stacked up. Individuals brought them in from the county and other places, and we'll get those done for those organizations and people, and see what we can help them with. So much stuff's been going on with pirating years ago when I shut down our website because it was pirated by the Russians or a Russian company or a Russian individual. However, it changed the whole text line to a Russian IP, and it was just amazing that people were purchasing and buying things from who they thought was me, but I don't sell things. Most everything that I do is free or freeware or places where they can go and purchase things if they want, but not through me. And yeah, so I mean, they had trouble finding me on the internet because they did go to the old place, and I had shut that down and locked that website so nobody can use it anymore. Because I got tired of repairing and fixing it every couple months after they first got into it. It just becomes such a hassle that I'd have to redo everything. And so people mostly know where I am by word of mouth now. For the last 25 plus years, I've still got customers that are coming in, and some of the corporations that actually moved to Texas and Tennessee, they still actually bulk mail me their PCs and laptops and devices and stuff, and have me service and work on those. And I told them, I communicated with them and said, I mean, don't you have somebody there that can do it? And they said, yeah, but do you realize what they charge? And I says, well, by the time you ship them here, and he says, yes, but we know it's good. I said, yes, and I appreciate that, but the cost of just shipping something of that weight is just horrendous and everything. But the companies do get super cheap rates for bulk packages and stuff because they mail out so many things. Global Purchasing Network, I did work for those people for many years, and they moved to Tennessee, and I believe now they're in Florida or Georgia. They're in Georgia, and it was a big basically mail order where they didn't hold anything in their warehouses, but you contacted them and they handled all the purchasing paperwork and billing, and then it was mailed out directly, basically like an Amazon thing. But Amazon, has their super warehouse where they store everything. Global Purchasing Network had just where they could get it mailed from wherever it was. I still did theirs all the way up until 2 years ago, and that was cool because they would send me stuff or whatever, and they really love the economy machines. Instead of having, when computers were $1,000 to $2,000 for a standard system many years ago, they could get that same type of service out of what I was doing on the refurbished computers for $100 or less. I still have a few of the $65 PCs left. That's keyboard, mouse, monitor, and power cords that people can use to do basic stuff, internet surfing, internet use and stuff, do their email, watch their Facebook, things that, and play. And what I love is to play the solitaire. I see people that are talked into going out and buying almost $1,000 computer to play solitaire on. I said, do you have a phone? They said, yes. I said, you can play solitaire on that? And they said, yeah, but the screen's not big enough. I said, well, here's how we handle all that. And show them how to plug into a bigger screen or use some of the devices Bluetooth over. Yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing how much people will waste money. But and I keep telling them, you only got a short period of time before we are not going to be doing this on the scale that we were, because I'm going to be out there in the wind or rain as it is currently. But let's get some light. Let's get some heat. Let's get some vision. Oh, marvelous. Marvelous. And of course, let's ride.
That the world was made up of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to get it all out once in my head. And I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside, and I take a deep breath and I get real high, and I scream on top of my lungs, what's going on? When I said,
We need to get some gasoline, some petrol. We'll be right back.
what's going on?
Yep, so we got gas. That's close. I don't know what it is about the gas station here. The individuals that come to get gas just think that they can actually park, do, push, pull, prod, block in anything they want because they're going to get theirs. No courtesy whatsoever. And I firmly believe that one of these days someone's going to do something really, really, really silly like this, and I'm going to lose my damn mind and revert back to procedures of 20, 30 years ago and just mess somebody up. I really, really, really believe that. Really believe that. But hey, we're gonna make it a good day and get in, get started, help individuals out, and try and do it with a smile.
When I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, I said, hey, what's going on? And I try, oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution, and I pray, oh my God, do I pray every single day.
But yeah, I was just talking in the gas station to the ladies, to the girls in there, and we were having a discussion on courtesy because I opened the door for an individual that was laying the new walking carpets, the mat guy that brings in the mats and lays them down. And then as he was rolling them out, a couple of them flipped over, and I reached down with my cane and flipped them back. And he thanked me for being very helpful and stuff like that. I said, well, it's just a matter of courtesy. I said, you know, you're working hard all day. I see you carrying all this heavy load and everything, and I know what it's like to work like that. I know what it's like to have to go out and do things, and, you know, every little bit. I mean, and it was nothing more than courtesy on my behalf. And then I started talking to the girl, and she says, yeah, that's why she's trying to do with her kids, because she sees so many other people not just being courteous. When they go in, she says one of her biggest things is they'll go into places like Walmart, take all the toys off the shelf, throw them on the floor, and start playing with them, hammering them around and doing everything. She said if her kids would do something like that, she'd lose her mind. And I said, I can agree. I said, my father and stuff, when we went to places like that, we had our hands in our pocket and we walked behind them, and we were there to be with them, for them to watch us. We were not there to play and do and just grab everything and leave it on the floor when we left and everything. It's a place of business. There's a certain amount of courtesy done. And she agreed that a lot of the problem was that people are handing their children devices and letting devices raise their children, and they don't have any idea, any precept of what belongs to them, what doesn't belong to them, and a responsibility of dealing with something that belongs to other people, or something that's not their personal items. And so then when I came out and saw the individual that had backed up within a quarter of an inch of the gopher, for no other reason, because there were 3 other pumps open, for no reason. I can't, imagine that and stuff. And the reason I was parked where I was parked, because when I pump my gas, there was a vehicle in front of me. I mean, that's cool. I don't see any damage done, anything like that, which I'm going to double check. No damage done, nothing like that. But it's just the amount of perception of courtesy. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's something that irritates my old crusty butt. So I'm going to get in here, I'm going to do my thing. Y'all take care of each other, do your thing, but be courteous or hateful, whatever you want. See ya.
Damn, that was annoying.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to get it all out once in my head. And I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside, and I take a deep breath and I get real high, and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? When I said, hey,
Alrighty, I guess after further better inspection of the front end of the gopher, now I can see why he was so postured up and was so rigid and glaring at me. I think he was bracing himself for maybe me coming over. After closer inspection, you can see, just right on the edge there where it's pressed in, the receiver on his 4-wheel drive did come just above the gopher's nose and did press in on the hood there a little bit. So there's now a square. Didn't crack that rubberized paint, but that's good. But there's a square there where his receiver came, and you can see the little mark right here where his receiver did come up above that. So I guess there was some damage, but it's over, it's gone, he's gone, I'm here, I'm getting ready to go home. Cross my fingers nothing else happens the rest of the day. So my level of combativeness is gone away. Gonna get home, but just into the video. See ya.